A new girl arrives at Ridgewood High, and the bullies think she is quiet, weak, and easy to crush. They have no idea she carries a silent power forged in years of disciplined training. The calm before the storm is about to end. Before we dive into today's topic, make sure to subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all our latest videos. Don't forget to like and comment your thoughts below. I love hearing from you. Ariana Cole arrives at Ridgewood High early in the morning carrying a backpack older than the school itself. Her hair is braided tight, her posture straight, her expression unreadable. She studies the halls, with a patient silence moving with a rhythm only trained eyes would notice. Every step measured, every breath controlled, every glance taking in exits, distances, and potential dangers. It is instinct from years of martial arts taught by her mother, who trained her not for trophies but for life. Most students do not notice the detail. They only see the new black girl who appears quiet, different, and perhaps an easy target. Whispers spread like dust. Who is she? Where did she come from? Why does she walk like she knows something the rest do not? The first to notice Ariana's stillness are the bullies. Brielle Ross, the self-appointed queen of cruelty, watches her from across the cafeteria. Brielle thrives on fear, dominance, and spectacle, her two shadows. Kelsey and Mara echo her every command to them. Ariana looks perfect for harassment, quiet, alone, unfamiliar with social territory. At first, they test the waters, a shove here, a stolen pencil, a sarcastic laugh, a cruel whisper tossed in Ariana's direction. Ariana absorbs everything but reacts to nothing. Her silence makes the bullies bold, because they mistake restraint for weakness. Ariana, however, is not afraid. She is only tired of moving from city to city after her mother passed, tired of classrooms that felt temporary, tired of people who did not care to understand her calm. Her mother had taught her that strength is not loud, strength is steady, like the tide, but bullies do not understand tides until they are swept away. Days pass, and tension coils like a tightening rope. Ariana sits alone at lunch. Her movements remain still controlled. She studies math homework while the bullies whisper from nearby tables. They escalate, snatching her backpack, dumping her notebooks on the floor, spreading lies about her, calling her names behind her back, loud enough to be heard. Ariana hears everything. She endures everything. But inside she feels her mother watching, urging her to stay disciplined, do not strike without reason, do not harm without cause, only defend when the line is crossed. That line finally appears on a Friday after school, when the halls are nearly empty. Ariana walks toward the side exit, hoping to reach her bus before the bullies notice her, but they do. Brielle steps out first, blocking the door. Kelsey and Mara close in from behind. The air grows heavier. They corner Ariana against the wall. They mock her clothes, they push her shoulders, they demand that she speak, that she cry, that she break. Ariana stands still, hands relaxed, breathing slow and deep. She warns them softly, her voice level and calm. Please step aside. I do not want trouble. The bullies laugh. They shove her harder. Kelsey grabs her wrist. Mara pushes her backpack across the floor. Brielle raises her hand, as if preparing to slap her. At that moment, Ariana knows the line has shattered. Her training rises like a wave. She can no longer keep contained. Her stance changes, her muscles align, her eyes sharpen. Something in the air shifts, and even the bullies feel a flicker of unease, though they cannot explain. Part 1 ends with the three bullies closing in, unaware that they are seconds away from learning who Ariana truly is. Brielle lunges first, expecting Ariana to flinch. Instead, Ariana moves with a grace smoother than wind. She pivots her feet, slides to the side, and lets Brielle's hand slice through empty space. The bullies blink in confusion. Ariana has not hit back. She has simply avoided the blow with impossible ease. Kelsey tries next, grabbing Ariana's arm. Ariana shifts her weight, redirecting Kelsey's grip until the bully stumbles forward, losing balance. It is gentle, precise, intentional, an art, not an attack. Kelsey stares at her hands like they betrayed her. Mara comes at Ariana with both fists clenched. Ariana lowers herself and flows beneath her strike. She touches Mara's elbow with perfect timing, guiding the momentum downward. Mara hits the floor but unharmed. Bewildered, afraid, Brielle panics. She charges with reckless force. Ariana steps in at the exact moment. Her hands form a controlled hold around Brielle's arm. She rotates gently and sets Brielle on the ground without pain, but without escape. Ariana kneels beside her, speaking softly, this ends now. I do not want to hurt you, but I will not allow cruelty any longer. The hallway is silent. The bullies stare up at her, not understanding how the quiet girl they mocked carried such power. Ariana does not gloat, does not smirk, does not taunt. She breathes evenly, releasing each girl with care. Her mother taught her control. Strength is never about destruction. Strength is about choice. Word spreads through the school within hours. Not that Ariana fought back, but that she moved like something beyond normal, calm, precise, unshakable. A warrior with the composure of a monk and the reflexes of a master. Students begin watching her with awe. Some with respect, some with fear, most with curiosity. Ariana, however, remains the same. She does her homework, sits alone at lunch, keeps her promises to herself and to her mother's. Memory. Weeks pass. One afternoon, Brielle approaches Ariana. Without her crew, no swagger, no smirk, her eyes lowered, she apologizes. In a trembling voice, not because she fears another confrontation, but because Ariana's restraint forced her to confront her own cruelty. Ariana accepts the apology with a nod, not offering friendship, but offering closure. The cycle of torment ends. There the school changes, slowly fights decrease, whispers fade, people begin to see Ariana not as a mystery, not as a threat, but as a silent guardian of her own peace. Ariana continues to walk the halls with the same steady grace she trains each morning before sunrise, breathing in discipline, exhaling grief, carrying her mother's spirit in every motion. Part 2 ends with Ariana standing on the hill behind the school, watching the sky turn gold. She has survived loss, she has risen above cruelty. She has remained true to her training, a girl forged in shadow, now walking her path with unbreakable calm and unstoppable strength. The days at Ridgewood High continue to move forward like pages turning slowly through a book no one expected to read. Ariana walks among the students with the same quiet presence she carried on her first day, but now the silence around her is different. It is not the silence of isolation, not the silence of judgment. It is the silence of recognition and respect. People watch her the way they watch a storm that has already passed. They remember its power, they remember its stillness. They remember how it reshaped the landscape even if the sky is clear. Now Ariana does not seek attention. She does not brag about what happened. She does not remind anyone of what she can do. Instead, she remains steady and calm, her footsteps soft, her posture straight, her mind focused on the balance her mother once taught her to tune. The quiet mornings she trains behind her small house, the grass wet with dew, her breath slow and even, her movements sharp and flowing like the river her mother once brought her to. For meditation, every stretch and strike carries memory, every exhale carries healing. She keeps the world away from the grief that still flickers inside her like a distant lantern, but she uses the discipline her mother gave her to keep walking forward. At school, students begin approaching her not with fear, but with genuine curiosity. Some ask where she learned to move like that, some ask if she can teach them, some simply want to sit with her because her calm feels like shelter. Ariana does not push anyone away. She lets people enter her orbit carefully, one at a time, feeling their intentions before allowing their presence. Brielle is the slowest to change. She keeps her distance for weeks, watching from the other side of hallways. Sitting at different tables, speaking only in hushed tones, the confrontation has forced her to see parts of herself she did not want to face: the cruelty, the insecurity, the need to be seen through fear instead of respect. Afternoon, Brielle approaches Ariana beneath the old oak tree on the edge of the school field. The moment is quiet. No audience, no friends, just two girls and the wind. Brielle stands still for a long time before finding the courage to speak. Ariana listens to her apology not with anger or pride, but with the same calm she carries everywhere. She accepts the apology gently with a small nod, not promising friendship, not offering forgiveness in words, but acknowledging the effort, because growth begins with honesty, even if the path forward is slow and uncertain. After that day, the school shifts even more. People step in. When they see cruelty, instead of remaining silent, teachers notice more kindness, less conflict, more awareness. And though no one says it out loud, many believe that Ariana's presence changed something fundamental in the halls. She did not become a hero. She did not become a legend. She simply became a reminder that strength does not always roar. Sometimes strength breathes quietly in the corner, waiting for the right moment to rise. Ariana herself still feels the weight of her mother's absence, but it no longer feels like a shadow, it feels like guidance. She senses her mother in the steady thrum of her heartbeat, in the grounded placement of her feet, in the choice she makes every day to remain kind when the world has given her every reason not to be.